Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Galactic family, the GCVs, and Drew Nation. Let's get right into it, shall we? They are mad at the light in you and wish it didn't exist. That's why they hit you with the noise campaigns. Let's talk about it. When you have a gift or something that you're good at, there are going to be people who, want to get in the way of that. And it's like, it doesn't even have to be a noise campaign. It could be anything. But in my particular case, people try to do noise campaigns. All right. You will be doing something positive. You'll be speaking your truth, and it'll hurt people. All right. It makes people upset. People get mad because you have something positive to say. So anything that they can do to try to stop you from doing that, they will. And it's not just noise campaigns. It could be anything. When you are walking in light and in truth, and you stand on positivity, you stand on truth, you stand for justice, you stand for what's right, people aren't going to want to deal with you. They're not going to want to hear your message. They're not going to want to hear what you have to say. But if I was talking about shooting people or killing people or harming people, like a lot of the music that's out, and I know those dudes are getting told to make that type of music by the record companies. But the thing is, people are blaming the rappers, but they're not blaming the record company. People are blaming me because I have something positive to say. People want to attack me because I have something positive to say, but they don't want to attack the evil. It's like, how are you going to try to stop the person speaking out against something unless it's directly harming you or affecting you? You must be evil spirited because you don't want to hear what I have to say or what somebody has to say. So the fact that people will go out of their way to cause you to not be able to do what you're doing, it shows, it lets you know just how powerful what you're doing is. It lets you know just how strong your gift is. All right. They always will try to stop somebody from doing something positive or doing something that will change something, because people are afraid of change. People would rather live in a society that's toxic. Right now, the world is upside down. Right now, the world is backwards. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil. So if somebody is doing something good in today's world, it's going to be seen as evil by the evil ones. They're not going to want to participate in that good. They're not going to want you to participate in anything good, especially because you have the light in you, and they wish that light did not exist. All right. They wish that you were an actual light, that they could just flip a switch and turn it off. You know what? I'm tired of that. Flip the switch. But the thing is, they will act out a certain way. They'll treat you a certain way, and they just expect you to just take it and shut up. You are allowed to have an opinion about how others act towards you, how others treat you, others' treatment towards you. You're allowed to have an opinion on that. But the thing is, they want to silence you. They want to silence how you feel. They want to silence your opinion. They can have an opinion, but they don't want you to have an opinion because you're speaking truth, because what you're saying is right. What you're saying is powerful. What you're saying could potentially make somebody self-reflect or look inwards. And that's not something that everybody is ready to do. But what they are ready to do is try to make it difficult for you to do your thing, as if your life is not already difficult enough. People will see that you have nothing. People will see that it's all you got. People will see that you ain't got nothing else, and they'll still put themselves in the way and try to stop you from reaching your goal. All right. Say you play basketball, you shoot hoops every day. They may not want you to become the greatest basketball player ever. So what they'll do is instead of a noise campaign, in my case, what they'll do is they'll lock the basketball court. They'll lock the court up so you can't get inside. You got to climb the gate. Then if you climb the gate, what will they do? They'll call the police on you. So don't go climb the gate. All right. Don't go break in, entering nowhere. Don't go do none of that. All right. It's not that It's not that deep. What you'll have to do is, since they're trying to inconvenience you, you'll just have to go someplace else. And when people try to inconvenience you, when you're going hard on your goal, you're going hard on your dream, you're just going to have to be inconvenienced. But the thing is, they're not inconveniencing you as much as they think. They really think that they're stopping you from getting things done. All right. They really think that they're holding you back. And that's evil. All right. Anybody that wants to hold somebody back from becoming successful, that's evil. Why are you trying to hold somebody back from doing something? It's because they're mad that you have a certain light in you and they don't want it to exist. They don't want you to pour that light out into the world, but they're not going to be able to stop you because it's something that God gave you to do. And anybody trying to stop you, anybody trying to stop the God in you, they're going up against a very powerful energy. And they're really going to cause themselves some negative energy, because God doesn't play when it comes to the people he chose to do specific things and certain things. When you have a calling on your life and people want to hang the phone up, God is going to hang the phone up on them and things that they have going on. When they try to make things hard and difficult for you, God is going to make things hard and difficult for them. All right. Well, whatever the trouble that they try to cause for you, they're going to be trouble. The mishaps they try to cause for you, they're going to have mishaps. All right. So it is beyond me. I done heard so many reef blowers I done heard so many reef blowers since I started my channel than ever before in my life. I done seen more people cut grass. I done seen more people in my life more than ever before since I started this channel. I done had more people be loud and try to get in the way and do things to try to throw me off. They can't. It's to the point now where I talk over it. They can't even stop me from. They can't even stop my train of thought anymore. Before, I used to have to stop the video. I used to get upset, get angry. No, I done got over that. If you've been rocking with me since the beginning, or at least halfway through, or since the summertime, or since like August, you could say, then you know that I'll speak right over that noise. I'll talk right over that noise. That noise can't stop me. And it's unfortunate that people will try to stop you or try to silence you or make things difficult for you, but it is what it is. I've learned to work around it. I've actually learned to feel better about it. It's like, wow, what I'm doing has that much power that somebody really has to go out of their way and out of their day to stop it. And people will be as ratchet and mean and nasty and as negative as they want to be, and no one will say anything to them, because we live in an evil world. Nobody is going to check these people on their toxicity. Nobody's going to check these people for being a nuisance. Nobody's going to check these people for the negative that they do. But when you have something positive to do and people don't like it and they're intimidated by your light, they're afraid by your light, they're going to look at it like you're really causing them some type of harm, like you're really doing them some type of bad. All you're trying to do is make your life better. All you're trying to do is spread some positivity. All you're trying to do is spread some peace. All you're trying to do is spread some light. All you're trying to do is be a positive force for yourself and some other people out there. And it's not like I'm screaming at the top of my lungs when I make my videos. It's not like I'm hurting anybody when I make my videos. It's not like I'm getting on anybody's nerves, And if it's that bad, how come nobody can come to me and say, hey, can you please stop? Can you go outside and do that? Is there anything we could do to work this out? But that's how I figured out. I'm like, yo, they really are just upset at the fact that I have something that I can do that's positive, that could change my life and help some other people change theirs. That's what they're really mad about. It's the message. It doesn't matter. I could be in here on the phone. I could be in here making beats. Y'all know I make beats. All right. I done had to turn my beats off because they were interrupting the videos. I got to get a little better. I'll take that. I gotta get better. All right. My beats aren't there yet for it to sound like actual musical, actual music in the background. Some of them, yeah, some of them are good enough, but still, I had to stop that because I wanted to get the message out a little clearer. And I see that it's making my videos a little bit better. And as hurt as I was, because I love my beats, I shut that stuff off, man. All right, people were saying that, oh, we can't hear you and stuff like that. I didn't care. I didn't care. Now you're aware. I didn't care. I'm like, man, you're gonna listen to this. I made this, but I'm like, you know what? Whatever. I didn't want too much going on. So I started doing it like this. All right, and I can still make my beats. I can still work on my beats. I still love making my beats, and I'm not gonna stop. All right, I got to get a new computer because there's so many beats on that computer. It's starting to do. The computer is not computing. All right, it's so many beats on that computer that it don't even turn on right. You know, it's like it freezes and stuff like that. So I got to get a new laptop. I'm about to get another new laptop off of Amazon. So that's why you haven't heard much music in the background, because right now it got a cannot find boot device on that thing. But you know me. You know the God in me. We find a way around that. Shout out to everybody who found a way around their laptop with the boot device does not compute device. All right, you got to give this laptop the boot device. So what I got to do is I got to put everything on a hard drive, and then I got to take that off and put it on a new computer. But I have a good feeling about God blessing me with the right equipment that I need so that way I could succeed. All right. And I'm not letting anything stop me. I don't care if I'm 45. I'm still going to be, if there's still people making music, I don't care if nobody's rapping no more. I'm still going to be able to make some type of instrumental music or some type of whatever, because I love music. I'm not going to stop that. I'm not going to let anything stop me from becoming a music artist, because that's what I love to do. And if it takes me longer, so be it. I'm doing it on my own time. I'm not taking no shortcuts with that. So the fact that I got to get better with my music, it may not have been the best music. Some people may think it sucks. I'm okay with that. I know some of those beats aren't the best. I know some of it sounds like a Sega. I know some of those beats, it sounds like Pokemon in the background, and that's okay. That's okay. I can still rap over it, and if I can still make music over it, and if I did, y'all would actually hear how hot the beat actually is. But not everybody sees things the way you do. So for like the sake of this video, not everybody's going to see your light as light. Some people are going to see your light as darkness, because we live in an evil world. All right. Some people are going to see your message as negative. Your message made my girlfriend break up with me. Your message made this person stop talking to me. Well, guess what? How are you treating that person? How were you acting towards that person? Were you treating that person in a way to where they'd want to keep dealing with you? If they left you, probably not. If they're watching my videos, probably not. All right. If something I said woke up something in them and they boogied on you, probably not. But people are mad because they don't want that light to exist. All right. We live in an evil world, and unfortunately, it's just the way it is. All right. There's nothing we can do about it, but what we can do is we could create our own reality within this world. And that's what people are upset, that you're starting to create your own reality within this world. You're not taking this world for what it is. You're not taking the evil, the negativity, the envy, the jealousy. You're not taking that for what it is. You're creating your own little bubble within that. You're creating a world for you within that, to where sooner or later, you're going to be able to separate and elevate from all the toxic people, and you're going to see them, but you're not really going to be interacting with them. You're going to be out of the matrix. They're going to be in it. You're going to be out it. It's like Truman when he left and he ripped the paper off the wall and walked out the door into the real, actual world. Not to say that world he walked into is going to be perfect, but it's going to be better than where he was at, because he was trapped. He was trapped in the matrix. Just because you exit the matrix doesn't mean everything is going to be all rainbows, clouds, unicorns, and everything spice and everything nice. You still gonna have hard days and good days and bad days and sad days and any kind of day. All right, but when people try to like, yo, I done had more people try to stop me from doing what I'm doing than ever before since I done started this, and it's okay because they can't stop me unless I stop me. All they could do is their noise. All they could do is try to get in the way. All right, somebody earlier had turned on a reef blower. All I did was look out the window and smile, and the person walked away. All right, when you smile at people and you show love to people that are trying to stop you, either something is going to go off in them and they're going to be like, man, that's not right. I'm not doing that to him. That's wrong. And that's probably something probably went off in that person and was like, you know what? That's not right. I'm not going to do that. I don't have to be this type of person. But I'm telling you, I done had people follow me to other places. I done seen so many lawn care companies this year than my whole entire life. And it's like I'm starting to see the organizations. I'm starting to be able to put things together. I'm like, yo, are y'all all grouped up? Like, yo, the people, like when I had my security job this year, when I was uploading at 1 and 5 and 9:30, the reason why I was uploading at that time was because I was working and I had a security job and I was working from 1 to 6. That's that job I was talking about that they didn't want to, they didn't like to watch me pay for food and eat. I was eating ramen noodles when I first started working there. They didn't have a problem with that. I was eating carrot sticks and celery and only had 1 cup of noodles when I was working there. They didn't have a problem with that. Once I started buying cheese steaks and once I started buying pizza and all types of other stuff, I had to eat that way because it's not too many healthy choices. So I did the best for what I can. I made sure they loaded lettuce and tomato and onions and everything on there, so it would not have some veggies on there. Plus I got the fries too, kind of bootleg vegetable, but it's starch, but hey. I was there, and like when they would see me eat and pull my food out, they would purposely start to cut the grass. All right, I'm not even going to shout the lawn company out because they ain't nothing but some clowns. All right, that were doing that. They're clowns for doing that. That was not right. That's clown activity to harass somebody with noise. All right, they were harassing me with noise at a job. They would wait till I went to eat because people like to eat in peace. People like to eat and watch their little this or watch their little that. People got entertainment. People got phones. People watch TV when they eat sometimes. People like to watch, eat, and chill. And because I had a security job, and I honestly believe it's because I'm African American, all right, I'm Black American, I think that they were hating on me. And unfortunately, it was other Black people. It was Black people and Mexicans that were being told by the white boss to do what they were doing. So it doesn't have anything to do with race, and especially like Black people. Unfortunately, our people hate us the most. All right, Black people, we hate each other more than anybody. And if there is anybody racist out there that doesn't like Black people, we hate each other as equal as the racist. And that's an ultimate fact. We hate each other just as bad as a racist person would hate us. All right, so they had Black people, they had Mexicans, and they would just cut the grass, and they would do it when I would pull my food out. And when people harass you over a period of time, you recognize the pattern. You're like, okay, I pull my food out, they come cut the grass when I'm trying to eat and have a little moment of silence. Cool. When I was working at that job, it was Black people and it was Hispanic people that were giving me the evil eye the most. The white people at that job, they were speaking to me. They looked past me. They didn't even care about me. They weren't even worried about my little Black self. They weren't worried about me. The white people at that job, they didn't even bother me. But it was people in management that were racist. All right, it was people in upper management that were kind of prejudiced, and I could sense that. Because when people act towards you a certain way, and maybe it wasn't prejudice, maybe it was just jealousy or envy, but either way, all right, to me it came off as racism because maybe that's just how I perceived it because I'm Black and they're white. Maybe that's just how I took it. But the people in management, they weren't treating me kindly when they would see me eat. Like I would pull my food out, and that's when they would leave to go through the gate. I would pull my food out, and that's when they would make it so I had to work. And it's like, it's only a 6-hour shift, and you're making somebody come in at 1 o'clock. You don't know my situation. You don't know I'm staying in a hotel, and this is the only time that I could eat. You don't know that, like, you don't know what somebody's doing. You don't know how somebody is living their life. And the fact that they took that out on me was wrong, and it was inappropriate. And they're like, they troubled me. God is going to trouble them. All right. They tried to cause bad in my life. God is going to cause them some misfortune. Some negative things are going to happen to them. And they told me I didn't have to come back. All right. The girl said I was leaving crumbs and stuff like that. I wasn't leaving no crumbs. I cleaned up every time. It was literally a speck. But narcissistic people, they turn a mountain. They take a molehill and turn it into a mountain. And we all do that sometimes. We all take something that's small sometimes and turn it into something bigger than it's supposed to be. I've done that. It wasn't right. And I self-reflected, and I pray about it, and I ask God that I don't act like that. All right. But the thing is, people are mad when you have light in you. I'll go to certain places to upload my videos if there's no internet where I'm at, and here they come with the and it's as soon as I get there. And I'm like, I know that they're doing that on purpose, and they want a reaction out of me so they could call the police. What I'm supposed to attack the lawn care guy? I'm supposed to fight the lawn care guy? No, I'm not putting myself through that. I'm not gonna react and lose just because y'all are losers and y'all want to attack somebody and make somebody feel bad about themselves. And it's a shame that people act like losers when somebody has light in them and all they're trying to do is do something positive. But we live in an evil world, and people want to attack that light because they want to kill that light. They want to make you afraid of using that light. But the thing is, when you have God protecting you, nothing's going to happen to you. If they try to do anything, that's why all they could do is just do noise. All they could do is do things around you because they're afraid. They're afraid. They sense the spirit of God in you. And if they do anything to you, something bad is going to happen to them. Very bad. Very, 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 very bad. All right. Something extremely bad is going to happen to them if they try to harm you. So they're mad at the light in you, and they wish it didn't exist. So bad to the point that even when I'm uploading a video, they got to try to come and attack. And it's like, I'm just sitting here. I'm not here talking my talk. But the fact that I'm there, I represent that. And I guess the videos have circulated. Maybe when you're in a certain area, people see your videos more because the phone, and I don't know. I don't know how that stuff works. But I know that they've seen my videos. I know that for sure because they had to have watched other certain videos because they knew that other people, when I stayed at other hotels and stuff like that, when I would make the video in the room, as soon as I start to make the video, they would cut the grass. They would start to run, and I would have to go for a walk, or I'd have to leave, or I'd have to go make my video in the woods, which is cool because I love nature. So when they try to distract you, when they try to inconvenience you from working on the light in you or sharing your gift, they're not really inconveniencing you. They meant it to you for bad. God meant it to you for good. I love going outside in nature and taking the fresh air and taking the fresh air, taking a deep breath of some fresh air. I love being around the trees. I love seeing the animals. I love looking at the bugs. I love God's art. I love the patterns and everything that nature is. I love that. So it's like all you're doing is putting me in an environment that makes me feel even better. And the fact that y'all are being toxic and trying to stop me and cause stress, all that's doing is when I go out into nature, all that is released. When you go out into nature, all that, the nature will, the frequency and the energy field in nature is like a bath. It washes all the toxic energy away. And that's why when I would come back, they would do their little theatrics and walk around and do weird stuff and try to get me to react because they know I just went to an environment that allowed me to get away from them for a little bit and release all that toxic energy that they're trying to pour onto me. And it's difficult when you try to work at places like this. They really hated to see me eat. There was this little Spanish guy that came in when I was eating a pizza, and he wouldn't even let me talk. This man came in and harassed me every single day. He came in and got a mask every single day. He didn't come in and just get a mask and be polite. He was upset that an African American, a Black American, was sitting down and getting paid when he had to go take his little short behind in that job and work, because that's his job. My job was to sit down and do security. They hate on you for the position that they give you. They hate you. How you going to hate me for a position that you gave me? And they give me the evil eye. Somebody would sit across at a picnic table and stare at me and watch me and make me feel uncomfortable. You can't even just pay attention to yourself. It's like Black people and Hispanic people, it's like minorities, our people, all right, our own brothers and sisters, hate to see us in an elevated position. It's like, who do you think you are? We're in here working, making more money than you, I might add. I'm making $15, $16 an hour. These people are working in a factory making $20 an hour, $25 an hour, who knows, $18 an hour. The people that were giving me the evil eye were getting promoted. This person was walking around in regular clothes for like the first month that I worked there. They saw that he was being a narcissistic person to me, and they got an idea that my videos might be about him, and they promoted that guy. He walking around in a machine operator outfit. He went from coming to work in a shirt and jeans to wearing the blue outfit. That like though when you see people work at a factory and they have a outfit with a certain color on, that means they're operating the machines. They promoted this man for being a jerk. They promoted this man for trying to have beef with somebody. They promoted this man for giving me an evil stare. And it's like, it's only so much a person could take when you're just looking at somebody evil all the time. It's like, yo, do you have a effing problem? What is your effing problem? I know what your problem is. You got to go in there and work and make more money. And I'm sitting out here, sitting down, getting paid and making less money than you. That's really what you're mad about? They're mad because I'm sitting down and I'm getting paid, and I'm eating and I'm getting paid. They mad that, like, why, if you're mad, why watch me eat? If something makes me mad, I'm intelligent enough and smart enough to look the other way. If something is making me upset and mad, I look the other way. I don't even look at things that make me mad. It's not productive. If you focus on something that makes you mad, you're going to get sucked in and drawn in to that negative energy. You're going to possibly argue with that person or possibly get into a fight with that person. Cops are going to get called. The demon on them is going to try to cause your life to fall apart and try to cause you to get into some type of trap. That's why you got to pray against the traps that the enemy set up for you. You got to pray against that evil eye. I don't care if you are at a job. It's not like you got to put your hands together so everybody will see you praying. You just mentally send a kite up to God. But I done dealt with a lot with these noise campaigns, and all I'm doing is just making these videos. But the truth hurts, and people are hurt and upset by the truth because something I'm saying is bothering them, because it's making them self-reflect, and it's making them notice that something in themselves that they weren't aware of, or they don't like, or they had to hide. People don't like to work on themselves or self-reflect because there's pain and there's hurt there, and there's trauma there. And I understand, but you got to man up. You got to be an adult, and you got to deal with that. You got to heal yourself instead of walking around taking out that pain on innocent people that done nothing to you. We all had to work on ourselves so we didn't take out how we felt on other innocent people that did nothing to us. We all don't just wake up and feel good all the time. All right. But yo, when you are feeling good and you're positive and you're happy, they think your life is perfect. How I'm walking a mile to work. These people are driving past me, beeping the horn. These people are following me while I'm walking to work, watching me struggle, carrying a big old bag. My back is hurting, my feet are hurting, and they think my life is better than theirs. You got a whole car. You got a job where you're getting $25 an hour. And I'm struggling to get back and forth to where I'm going. But because of the light in me, they couldn't take delight in me. And the fact that I'm sitting down and getting paid while you're inside working. Why don't you go become a security guard for all that? Instead of being mad, why don't you go take the test, Get your card, get your guard card, and go become a security guard. You can sit down, watch your phone, and get paid just like I was doing. But because I was black, because and they didn't, the other black people had a problem with that. And I'm sure being chosen and having a different energy was the icing on the cake. That was it. You black and we black and you sitting down and we working? Nah, regardless of being chosen, regardless of God, regardless of all the stuff I talk about on this channel, that's what made them people upset. But not to go off on a tangent, all right, they would they would do the noise campaign. When they would see me, when I pull my food out, they run everywhere I would go. When I'll be at certain hotels and stuff like that, they would and I know it's not all because of my skin color and stuff like that, even though that's probably like 75% dealing with them, because they're not aware of consciousness. And I mean, if they were conscious, they wouldn't be acting like that. They're not aware of the light and all these things. And if this offends anybody, me talking about my experience as a black American, I'm sorry if you're hurt. I'm sorry if you're offended. But last time I checked, when I looked in the mirror, this stuff ain't coming off. I wash myself every day. I done washed myself for over 2-3 decades, and this ain't coming off no time soon. So I have to be this, and I have to deal with my experience as this. And what hurts the most and what's weird the most is I get the most flack from my own people. But it is what it is. I'm just gonna keep it moving, keep it grooving, stay positive, and stay focused on a better life and a better reality. All right, so it is what it is. Everybody hit that like button, hit that share button. Keep being you, no matter who you are, no matter what you look like. You have God in you. You have the light in you. God loves you. He appreciates you. I love you. I appreciate you. You're special, and you're going somewhere far in life. Hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. And you're only going somewhere far if you ignore the negativity and you don't let it get to you. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Peace, love, and light. See you in the next one.